Hello everyone, Jeremy Smith here for the Heartland Poker Tour. We're on the Royal Caribbean ship Symphony of the Seas for the HPT Card Player Cruises main event. We started with 230 players. We're down to our final 6. Let's meet those players. In the 1 seat, we have Yannick Neiman from Toronto, Ontario. In the 1 seat here, we have Yannick Neiman from Toronto, Ontario. Let's give Yannick in the 1 seat a round of applause. In the 2 seat, we have Kenna James from Las Vegas, Nevada with 970,000 chips. Let's give Kenna in the 2 seat a round of applause. In the 3 seat, we have Marty Gornick with 1,695,000 chips from Reno, Nevada. Let's give Marty in the 3 seat a round of applause. In the 4 seat, we have Rob Schroeder with 1,285,000 chips from Logansport, Indiana. Let's give Rob in the 4 seat a round of applause. And in the 5 seat, we have Dieter DeChant with 1,655,000 chips from Las Vegas, Nevada. Let's give Dieter in the 5 seat a round of applause. And in the 6 seat, back-to-back final tables here for Mike Kennedy from Sheffield Village, Ohio. Let's give Mike in the 6 seat a round of applause. Mike's coming to the table with 755,000 in chips. All right, go ahead and wash up cards. Yes. Hit the space bar for me, please. On that. Hit it again.
That's a what piece. Yeah.
All right, guys, we have 34 minutes left. 34 minutes left. It's 2040. All right, 20,000, 40,000 are the blinds. We've got 34 minutes
Boy, if these guys
left at this level.
have ego enough, they have to look at themselves on TV. I'm talking about us in the third person.
40,000 is our big blind. Dieter's going to be first act in the 5 seats. 40,000 is our big blind. Our chips in play today. The orange are 5K. The reds are 25K. Dieter's going to raise to 110,000. 110,000. Fold it around to Kenna on the button. 110,000 is the raise by Dieter. Over to Marty in the small blind. Marty's in the 3 seat. And Marty's going to make the call of 110,000. Rob folds, and we're going to see a flop. Flop is King of Spades, 4 of Diamonds, Deuce of Hearts. Marty's going to be first act. Marty checks over to Dieter. Dieter's going to bet 200,000. Action's back to Marty. Marty's going to fold, and Dieter's going to win our first spot. This is our largest HPT main event here on Card Player Cruises. Almost 100 players last time, 230 players this time, generating a prize pool of just over 223,000. 40,000 is our big blind. Actions folded around to Kenna in the 2 seat. Kenna's going to raise to 80,000. Over to Marty on the button. He's going to fold. Rob folds over to Dieter in the big blind. 80,000 is our raise. And Dieter's going to make the call. Going to be heads up. Let's see the flop. Flop is 7 of hearts, 10 of diamonds, 10 of clubs. Dieter's going to be first act. And Dieter's going to bet 60,000. Action's over to Kenna in the 2-seat. And Kenna's going to make the call, 60,000. And a call. Let's see the turn. Turn card is the ace of hearts. Dieter's going to bet 150,000, 150. Action's over to Kenna. And Kenna's going to make the call, 150. And the call, let's see the river card. River card is the 5 of diamonds. Dieter's going to be first to act. Checks over to Kenna. Kenna's going to bet. 175,000, and Dieter's going to make the call. Dieter shows ace of clubs, a 9 of clubs for 2 pair aces and 10s. Kenna's going to fold, and Dieter's going to take down the pot. That far out on the board. About 6 inches from the front of the tray. 230 players in this event, creating a prize pool of just over 223,000. Sixth place today is going to receive just over 10,000, all the way up to first place, just over 50,000. $20,000, $40,000 on the blinds. Actions folded around to Rob in the 4C. He folds over to Dieter in the small blind. Dieter's going to make the call. Option to Mike in the big blind. He checks his option. Going to be heads up. Flop is 3 of hearts, 7 of spades, ace of hearts. Dieter's going to bet 110,000. Mike folds, and Dieter's going to take down the pot. $20,000, $40,000 are the blinds. Kenna's going to be first to act in the 2-seat. Over to Rob in the 4 seats. 40,000 is our big blind. Rob's going to raise to 100,000. Over to Dieter on the button. Dieter folds, Mike folds. Over to Yannick in the 1 seat. 100,000 is the current bets. Yannick's going to fold, and Rob in the 4 seat's going to take down the pot. About 27 minutes left at this level. We're at 60-minute levels here at our final table. 40,000 is our big blind. Actions fold around to Dieter in the 5 seat. Dieter folds, Mike folds. Over to Yannick in the small blind. Yannick folds, and Kenna's going to get a walk in the big blind. Kenna's actually one of our TV commentators when we do the TV show. Kenna and James Larson. 20,000, 40,000 are the blinds. Once again, our chips in play. The orange are 5K chips. The red are 25K. Rob's going to be first to act here in the 4-seat. 40,000 is our big blind. Rob's going to raise to 105,105. Action's folded around to Kenna. The small blind is going to fold as well. Marty folds, and Rob in the 4-seat is going to take down the pot. Rob Schroeder's from Logansport, Indiana. We had almost 600 players booked for this HPT card player cruise. This is the largest HPT cruise we've had. 230 players in the $1,100 main event. This was an 8-day, 7-night cruise. Dieter's going to be first to act in the 5-seat. Dieter's going to raise to 110,110 was the raise by Dieter. Action's folded around to Robin. The big blind is going to fold, and Dieter's going to take down the pot. Mike's first act here. He's going to raise to 100,000. 100,000 is the raise. Kenna's going to move all in out of the 2-seat. $505,000 is Kenna's all in. 505,000. Action's folded around to Dieter in the big blind. 505,000 is Kenna's all in. Dieter's going to fold. Action's back to Mike in the 6-seat. 505 is the all-in amount. Mike folds, and Kenna's going to take down the pot. This main event's actually spread out over 4 days. They play about 4 to 6 hours each day. It's the best way to do it here because we're at port most of those days, so the players start at 7:15 after dinner, play for 4 to 5 hours. Then they picked up today this morning and have been playing all day because we've been at sea. Our stop tomorrow is at the Bahamas in Nassau. Action's folded around to Dieter in the small blind. Dieter's going to raise out of the small blind to 120,000. Mike folds 10 deuce face up, and Dieter's going to take down the pot. Once again, we started with 230 players. 6 players remaining. 6th place today is going to receive just over 10,000. 5th place just over 12,000, all the way up to 1st place just over 50,000. $40,000 is our big blind here. Kenna's going to be first to act. He folds over to Marty. Marty folds as well. Over to Rob in the 4-seat. Rob's going to raise to 100,000. Over to Dieter on the button. Dieter folds over to Mike in the small blind. 100,000 is the current bet. And Mike's going to make the call. That's small blind. Yannick folds, and we're going to be heads up to the flop. Let's see the flop. Flop is 9 of clubs, 9 of diamonds, 10 of spades. Mike's first. He checks over to Rob. Rob checks as well. Turn card is a 6 of clubs. Mike is first. Mike's going to bet 100,000. And Rob's going to make the call. River card is the 10 of hearts. Mike's going to be first. Mike's going to move all in out of the 6-seat actions over to Rob. Rob folds, and Mike in the 6th seat is going to take down the pot. Started with 230 players. Down to our final 6 here on the HPT Card Player Cruises. We're on the Royal Caribbean ship Symphony of the Seas. It's the largest cruise ship in the world. It's our first event on this ship. We'll actually be on the ship for 2020 as well. You can check out that date and all the information at hptpoker.com. Action's folded around here to Dieter in the 5-seat. 40,000 is our big blind. Dieter folds, Mike folds. Over to Yannick in the small blind. 40,000 is our big blind. Yannick says all in. Yannick's all in. Ken has asked how much. 355,000 is what Yannick's all in for. 355. Action still on Kenna in the 2-seat. Yannick had moved all in out of the small blind. Action's on Kenna, who was in the big blind. 355,000 is what Yannick's all in for. Kenna's going to fold, and Yannick in the 1-seat is going to take down the pot. Yannick tells him to turn over 1 card, shows the 5 of spades, and Yannick takes down the pot. About 18 minutes left at this level.
A couple things, guys, just heads up. We were at 50-minute levels. Once this level is done in 17 minutes, we go to 1-hour levels. Okay? So it goes to hour levels. When we get to heads up, we just backtrack to 30-minute levels. Just when we get to heads up. So the next level is 60, continues to 60. So we get to heads up. Perfect.
60-minute levels on this next level. When we do get to heads up play, we'll be at 30-minute levels. Started at 40, went to 50. Final table will then be at 60. 40,000 is our big blind. Action's folded around to Mike in the 60. Mike's going to raise to 100,000. 100,000 is the current bet. Over to Kenna in the small blind. He folds. Over to Marty in the big blind. 100,000 is the current bet. And Marty's going to make the call. 100,000 and a call. Going to be heads up. Flop is 4 of hearts, 4 of diamonds, 10 of spades. Marty's going to be first act in the 3 seats. Both players check the flop. Let's see the turn. Turn card is the 8 of diamonds. Marty's first act. Marty announces 90,000, 90,000. Mike folds. And Marty's going to take down the pot. Action's folded around to Yannick in the 1 seat. He moves all in. Kind of folds over to Marty in the small blind. Marty's asked for a count.
$435. Is that what you get? $435, right? Thank you.
435,000 is what Yannick's all in for. Action's on Marty in the 3 seat. Marty's going to re-raise all in. Rob folds. All right, we've got Yannick who's gone all in here for 435,000 with ace of hearts, queen of diamonds. Marty's re-raised all in with ace of diamonds, 10 of diamonds. Still 6 players remaining here. Let's see a flop. Flop is 3 of spades, 5 of spades, jack of diamonds. Yannick is still in the lead here with his ace of hearts, queen of diamonds. Let's see the turn card. Turn card is the 3 of diamonds. Marty does turn a flush draw. Marty had the ace of diamonds, 10 of diamonds for an ace high flush draw. Yannick is still in the lead though with his ace of hearts, queen of diamonds. Let's see the river card. River card is the deuce of spades. And Yannick's gonna double up.
Is that loud in the room?
All right, about 12 minutes left at this level. 20,000, 40,000 are the blinds. About 12 minutes left at this level. 40,000 is our big blind. Actions folded around to Marty on the button. He's going to fold as well. Over to Rob in the small blind. Rob's going to raise to 100,000. Over to Dieter in the big blind. And Dieter's going to make the call, 100,000 and a call. Flop is 3 of spades, 6 of hearts, deuce of clubs. Rob is first to act in the 4 seat. Rob's going to bet 110,000, 110. Action's over to Dieter in the 5 seat, 110,000 is the current bet. Dieter's going to raise to 200.
Did he say the amount before he started to break chips? So it's going to be what he had on 275.
275,000 is the raise by Dieter, 275. Action's back to Rob. Rob's going to fold, and Dieter's going to take down the pot. Dieter in the 5 seat. Dieter's actually got. Dieter won a World Series of Poker bracelet event a couple years ago. $20,000, $40,000 are the blinds. Yannick's going to be first to act in the 1 seat. Yannick's going to raise to 100,000. Over to Kenna in the 2 seats. Kenna folds. Action's on Rob. On the button, Rob's going to make the call of 100,000. Over to Dieter in the 5 seat. Dieter folds over to Mike in the big blind. Mike's going to make the call as well. 3 players of the flop. Flop is 7 of diamonds, deuce of diamonds, 7 of spades. Mike is first. He checks over to Yannick. Yannick checks over to Rob. All 3 players check the flop. Turn card is the queen of diamonds. Mike checks. Yannick checks. All 3 players check the turn. Turn card is the 5 of clubs. Mike's going to be first to act. He's going to bet 100,000. Over to Yannick in the 1 seat. Yannick's going to make the call. Over to Rob. Rob's going to fold. Mike shows king of diamonds, queen of hearts. For 2 pair, queens and 7s, Yannick's going to fold, and Mike's going to take down the pot. Mike actually got 3rd at our HPT Cruise final table last year. So back-to-back final tables for Mike. About 8 minutes left of this level. We're at 20,000, 40,000 on the blinds with a 40,000 big blind ante. Kenna's going to be first to act in the 2 seats. Kenna says all in out of the 2 seat. Over to Marty in the 3 seat. Kenna's currently all in out of the 2 seat here. Marty's going to re-raise all in. Rob folds over to Dieter. Kenna's gone all in here out of the 2 seat. Marty's re-raised all in. Action's folded around. All right. Kenna's moved all in here with pocket 5s, 5 of hearts, 5 of spades. Kenna's moved all in. Marty's re-raised all in with pocket aces. Action's folded around. Kenna's all in here with 5 of hearts, 5 of spades. Marty has ace of spades, ace of diamonds. Marty's currently in the lead. Kenna's tournament life is at risk. Let's see the flop. Flop is 9 of spades, 8 of clubs, king of spades. Marty's still in the lead with his pocket aces. Let's see the turn card. Turn card is the deuce of spades. Marty's still in the lead. Kenna's going to need to see a 5, or he's going to leave us in 6th place. Let's see the river card. River card is the 3 of spades. Marty's going to make a flush with his ace of spades. Let's give Kenna a round of applause. 6th place for Kenna James. Kenna's going to leave us in 6th place. That's good for just over 10,000. 10,000 for 6th place today. Once again, Kenna's going to walk away with just over 10,000. 5th place today is going to pay just over 12,000. All the way up to 1st place today is going to pay just over 50,000. Actions fold around. To Dieter is going to raise to 110,000. Fold it around to Marty in the 3 seat. 110,000 is the current bet. Marty's going to make the call. 110. 110 and a call. Going to be heads up. Let's see the flop. Flop is 6 of diamonds, king of diamonds, 10 of spades. Marty's going to be first act. Marty's going to bet. 500,000 over to Dieter. 500,000 is the current bet. Dieter folds, and Marty in the 3 seat's going to take down the pot. Once again, our chips in play today, the orange are 5K, the reds are 25K. Started with 230 players, 5 players remaining. 5th place today is going to receive just over 12,200. 4th place, almost 16,000, all the way up to 1st place, just over 50,000. Buy-in for this event was 1,100. 230 players in the main event. 40,000 is our big blind. Dieter's going to be first act. Actions full it around to Yannick on the button. Yannick's going to raise to 110,000, 110. Marty folds over to Rob. The big blind, he folds as well, and Yannick in the 1 seat's going to take down the pot. If you didn't get a chance to check out this cruise, you can go to hptpoker.com. We have a cruise scheduled for 2020, same time next year. You can click on the link on hptpoker.com. That'll take you to Card Player Cruises, and you can reserve your cabin with Card Player Cruises. They have 25 tables here in the poker room with tournaments every day. Actually, fold around. Dieter's going to get a walk and win the pot. We have 25 tables in the poker room, cash games all day, along with tournaments when we're at port. Poker room's the poker room's closed when we're at port, but other than that, poker room is open all the time. About 3 tournaments every day, along with cash games throughout the day. 20,000, 40,000 on the blinds. About 2 minutes left at this level. Actions fold around to Rob on the button. Rob's going to fold over to Dieter in the small blind. 40,000 is the big blind. Dieter's going to move all in out of the small blind. Mike folds. And Dieter's going to take down the pot. $40,000 is our big blind. Marty's first. Actions fold around to Dieter on the button. Mike folds, and Yannick's going to get a walk.
Just under a minute left, guys. Ready?
All right, guys, just want to introduce someone real quick. We're on this. All right, wave to everyone. Julie, this is my wife. Julie, for those of you that haven't met her, say hi.
Hello.
Embarrass her just a little bit. All right, back to the action. Last hand at this level, 40,000 is our big blind. 100,000 is the raise by Mike on the button. Over to Marty in the big blind. And Marty's going to make the call. 100,000 and the call. Heads up. Let's see a flop. This will be the last hand at this level. Flop is Jack of Diamonds, Jack of Spades, Queen of Hearts. Marty's going to be first. He checks over to Mike. Mike's going to bet 100,000. Actions back to Marty. And Marty's going to raise to 200,000. 200,000 is the raise. Actions back to Mike. And Mike's going to make the call. 200,000 and a call. Heads up here. Let's see the turn. Turn card is the Queen of Diamonds. Marty's going to be first to act. Marty's going to check over to Mike. Mike's going to bet 100,000. Actions back to Marty. Marty's going to raise. Mike's bet here was 100,000. Marty raises to 500,000. Mike's going to fold ace jack face up. And Marty's going to show the Queen of Spades for Queen's full.
That's what it sounded like.
All right, new blind level.
25,000, 50,000 on the blinds. 25.50, we're at 60-minute levels now. 25.50.
After I checked, I'm surprised you
25,000, 50,000. With a 50,000 big blind ante.
How much? What? 25. Sorry, thank you.
$50,000 is a big blind. Actions folded around to Marty in the small blind. Actions on Marty here in the small blind. 50,000 is our big blind. Marty's going to make the call. Option to Rob in the big blind. He's going to check his option. Going to be heads up. Flop is 10 of hearts, Queen of Hearts. 3 of Spades. Marty's first. He checks over to Rob. Rob checks as well. Both players check the flop. Flop turn card is the Ace of Spades. Marty's going to be first. Marty checks over to Rob. Rob checks. Go ahead. River card is the 10 of Spades. Marty's first. He checks. And over to Rob. Rob checks as well. Marty's going to show. 5 of Spades. 6 of Hearts. 6 high for both players. Going to be chop hot. Right back to the action here. 25,000, 50,000 on the blinds. About 55 minutes left of this level. Action's folded around to Marty on the button.
What was it?
125,000 is the raise by Marty. 125, and Dieter's going to make the call. Flop is ace of hearts, jack of diamonds, 10 of spades.
Yeah, about right there every time.
Turn card is the 8 of spades. Dieter's first, he checks over to Marty. Marty's going to bet.
205.
205,000, 205. Action's back to Dieter. Dieter's going to raise.
Go ahead, you can break that down. Come on. All in.
Dieter's going to raise. Marty re-raises.
All right, same hand. Go ahead.
All in and a call here. Re-raise, all in and a call. Both players had the same hand. King, queen for the ace-high straight. They both flopped an ace-high straight. And going to be a chop pot. They couldn't get it in quick enough.
I was a mistake on my part. I wanted to bet the flop, and I was distracted. We gotta get chips in when we flop the nuts, and we was trapped.
You were in the button. You didn't bet the flop.
I know I didn't. It was a mistake.
Oh, well, wouldn't change anything.
25,000, 50,000 on the blinds.
You have to bet the nuts when they flop.
You're supposed to be.
Yannick is first. He folds over to Marty.
Line it over the top. You're the first. You're the same result.
Marty's going to raise to 130,000, 130. Over to Rob. Rob's going to make the call of 130,000. Dieter folds over to Mike in the big blind. 130,000 is a current bet. Mike's going to fold. And we're going to be heads up to the flop. Flop is 3 of spades, 5 of clubs, king of hearts. Marty's first, he checks. Over to Rob. Rob's going to move all in. Marty folds, and Rob's going to take down the pot. $50,000 is our big blind actions. Fold it around to Dieter on the button. Dieter folds over to Mike on the small blind. He's going to move all in. Yannick folds, and Mike in the 60th is going to take down the pot. Action's folded around to Mike on the button. He moves all in. Action's on Yannick in the small blind. He folds over to Marty in the big blind.
First one's not good for you. Second one's pretty good too. Not much.
Marty's asked for a count here. $455 is what Mike's all in for. Action's on Marty.
Oh, it's gonna be. When I get my chips out there.
455,000 is our all-in amount.
Yeah.
And Marty's going to make the call. Mike shows Ace. Hold up.
Slow call. Yeah. I was thinking about it. I don't have to make the call.
All right, Mike in the 6th seat here moved all in with Ace of Diamonds, 8 of Clubs for 455,000. Marty in the big blind makes the call with Ace of Hearts, King of Clubs. Marty's in the lead here. Mike's Tournament Life in the 6th seat is at risk. Let's see the flop. Flop is Deuce of Clubs, 9 of Hearts, Deuce of Spades. Hold up. Marty's still in the lead here with his Ace King. Let's see the turn card.
Nine.
Turn card is the Jack of Spades. Mike's going to need to see an 8 for the win, or a Jack, or a 9 for the chop. Let's see the river card. River card is the 5 of Hearts. That's going to do it. Let's give Mike a round of applause. 5th place for Mike Kennedy. 2 back-to-back final tables. Nice job, Mike. Mike's going to leave us in 5th place. That was good for just over 12,000. 4th place today is going to pay almost 16,000 all the way up to 1st place. Just over 50,000 down to our final 4. All right, down to our final 4 here. 4th place, Mike left us in 5th place. Just good for over 12,000. 4th place today is going to pay 15,842 all the way up to 1st place, just over 50,000. Dieter's going to be first stacked, and the 5 seed is going to raise to 175,175. Over to Yannick on the button. He's going to move all in. Action's on Marty in the small blind. Yannick's all in out of the 1 seat. Looks like right around 600 or so. Fold it around back to Dieter. Dieter's asked for a count. Let's get a count here. $630,000 is Yannick's all-in amount. $630,000. Action's on Dieter. He's going to fold, and Yannick's going to take down the pot. Once again, started with 230 players, 4 players remaining here at our HPT main event final table. $50,000 is our big blind. Action's folded around to Rob in the small blind. Rob's going to make the call. Option 2, Dieter. He checks his option. Going to be heads up. Let's see a flop. Flop is Ace of Spades, Queen of Clubs, 5 of Clubs. Rob is first stacked. Rob checks. Dieter checks. Both players check the flop. Turn card is the 8 of Spades. Rob is first act. Rob checks. Dieter's going to bet 75,000. Action's back to Rob. Rob's going to fold, and Dieter's going to take down the pot. About 44 minutes left at this level. $25,000, $50,000 out of the blinds. Marty's going to be first act. Action's fold around to Dieter in the small blind. He's going to make the call. Option to Yannick in the big blind. He checks his option. Going to be heads up. Flop is 9 of diamonds, king of clubs, ace of clubs. Both players check the flop. Turn card is the ace of spades. Dieter's going to bet 125,000, 125 over to Yannick. Yannick's going to fold, and Dieter's going to take down the pot. Four players remaining here at our final table. 25,000, 50,000 are the blinds. Over to Dieter on the button. Dieter folds, Yannick folds, and Marty's going to get a walk and win the pot. Dieter's going to be first act here in the 5 seats. Dieter folds over to Yannick on the button. 130,000 is announced by Yannick. Yannick's going to raise to 130,000. Marty folds over to Rob in the big blind. And Rob's going to make the call, 130,000. And the call going to be heads up. Let's see the flop. Flop is 4 of diamonds, 10 of hearts, 7 of diamonds. Rob's going to move all in. Out of the 4 seed, action's over to Yannick. And Yannick's going to make the call. All right, let's see the hands, guys. Go ahead and square them up. All right, Rob's moved all in here with 10 of clubs, 8 of clubs. Yannick made the call with king of diamonds, 9 of diamonds. Our flop is 4 of diamonds, 10 of hearts, 7 of diamonds. So Rob is in the lead with his pair of 10s. Yannick's got him covered, right? All right. Rob's currently in the lead here with his pair of 10s, but his tournament life is at risk. Yannick has him covered. He has a king high flush draw. Let's see the turn card. Turn card is the 4 of hearts. Rob's still in the lead with his 10s, 2 pair of 10s and 4s. Rob's going to need to fade a king or a diamond on the river. Let's see the river card. River card is the queen of spades, and Rob's going to double up. Let's get a count. $470,000 is what Rob was all in for, and Rob's going to double up. 4 players still remaining here at our HPT main event final table. 4th place is going to receive today just over $15,800. First is going to receive just over $50,000. Rob wants to make sure everyone knows he was chip leader on day 1 and day 2, and was chip leader for a while today as well. Yannick's going to be first act here under the gun. Folds over to Marty on the button. Marty folds over to Rob in the small blind. Rob's going to make the call. Option to Dieter in the big blind. Dieter's going to raise total bet 175,000. 175 actions back to Rob in the small blind. Rob's going to fold, and Dieter's going to take down the pot. $50,000 was our big blind. Marty's going to be first act. Marty's going to raise. 250,000. 250 is the raise by Marty over to Dieter in the small blind. Dieter folds over to Yannick in the big blind. I think it's going to be all in for less here. Marty says call even if it is more. All right, Marty had raised here with ace of clubs, king of hearts. Folded around to Yannick in the big blind. Big blind was 50,000. Yannick had 155,000. Marty shows ace of clubs, king of hearts here. Yannick has jack of hearts, 8 of clubs. Marty's currently in the lead here. Yannick's tournament life is at risk. Let's see the flop. Flop is 6 of clubs, 10 of clubs, queen of hearts. Marty's still in the lead here with his ace high. Let's see the turn card. Turn card is the 5 of diamonds. Marty's still in the lead with his ace king. Yannick's going to need to see a 9 or an 8. Jack gives him a straight. Or he's going to leave us in 4th place. Let's see the river card. River card is the 6 of spades. That's going to do it for Yannick Niemann. Let's give Yannick a round of applause. 4th place for Yannick. Yannick's going to leave us in 4th place for $15,842. 3rd place today is going to receive just over $21,900. All the way up to 1st place, just over $50,000.
I discussed it before the final table, and Heartland says because this isn't like a TV event, you guys can discuss chops, but we prefer you to leave something in there to play for because the trophies in there.
I was just going to say it jokingly.
Well, I mean,
If you guys want to chop even right now, we can.
even. I don't know about that one, but you have to discuss that one. But yeah, you can do some sort of adjustment, but we prefer you to leave something in there. It's actually going to be dead small, one big. Okay.
25,000, 50,000 on the blinds.
In most HPT mini events, we don't allow it at all, but because this one is not full-blown TV, then you guys, I've already asked them, I've already asked them, you guys can do adjustments to the prize pool, but prefer to leave something in there to play.
Now, before I put any more money in here, guys, we could just chop it even. What do you think? Oh, okay, I got it.
Already said no. Hold up. You know, he's the big blind, you know that, right? Okay.
Oh,
Marty's the big blind, one big blind of 50,000. Rob is first act. There you go. Over to Dieter on the button.
Just for the record, any chopping will be have to do with the value of our chips. Finish the hand.
Dieter's going to raise. 175 is the raise by Dieter over to Marty in the big blind. 175 is the current bet.
I didn't lose 600,000 with this hand already.
Marty's going to fold, and Dieter's going to take down the pot.
What's your chip count?
Hey, you prefer them to discuss this?
It's hard to see from the way you got it set
Hey
up.
guys, do me a favor. Because we are still filming and it's going to be up on YouTube, if you want to discuss anything, you want them to walk away? You guys want? Do you want to take a couple minute break? Because we really just don't want.
I'm just trying to get a chip count.
Okay, yeah, chip counts.
That's all I want to know.
Can you do chip chop numbers?
I can help you with that off camera.
So just get your chip chop. And we'll go there.
Let me see an ICM number.
I want chip chop. I don't want ICM. I want chip chop. It's different.
Marty, do you know how many chips you have?
I have.
No, I was going to help you if you did.
There's 1 million, 2 million. 2.4. 2.5, 2.6, 2.7, 2.8.
I don't mind discussing it. Getting kind of get your people watching.
2.8.
I'm at 2.8.
2.8.
Just because there are player of the year points involved. I don't mind if you guys. You can discuss it at the table. It's good. People are watching, so it's okay. I'm okay with it.
2.9.
I got 2.8.
You have 103,000 left between the three of you in cash. So
Run
50,
the chip chop numbers on our stack against it.
50, 31, 21 is what we have remaining. You have how much, Marty?
2.9.
2.9.
One.
2.2 and change. Peter?
2.8.
You guys are almost. 6.9 in play.
Is that close to adding up for us?
Yeah. They want to do chip chop. I see. You got chip chop?
That's nice.
2.9, 1.2, and 2.8. And we have one of those.
2.8.
Yeah, in total,
I got the prices.
total money is 103,668.
1, 2, 3 are still available, right?
Yes, and it's 103,668 total price for it.
You should be getting better than third place money. It won't be. Just saying it's still. No, we figured you were serious about your joke.
Well, no,
Okay, this is on Marty with 2.9 million. 30, 37,000, just over 37,000, just over 29,000, just over 37,000. It was 37,403, 29,229, 37,036. That's at 2.9 million chips, 1.2, and 2.8, which does add up to 6.9 million chips in play. So
Everybody needs
37,403.
basically second place money.
37,403. 29,220, and then 37,000. And we're currently at a 21,900 payout, 31,600, and 50,000.
And if we chop it right now, we just can't declare the winner as a chip leader.
Well, let me ask you this. Why don't we take 2,000 off each one, play for the winner?
So I want to ask them that. I want to ask him that question.
I'm asking you that you'll do that. We'll do whatever we ask.
We would, when I discussed with them earlier, we prefer to leave something in there because there is a trophy and player of the year points to play for.
I don't have a problem with that.
I would agree to leaving 1,000 in.
If everyone agrees with what you're discussing, I want to just make sure that you guys are good with that because they want to leave. They want to do this chip shot, 4,000 off each, like an additional 3,000 in the trophy.
Yeah, but they can go back.
We would go quicker.
Yeah.
You guys are kind of, I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with let me run it by, yeah, kind of give me like 2 minutes to
Yeah,
stop.
hang on one second. We're still at a dead button, right?
Yes.
Turn the clock off.
I'm okay with that because
Well, it's gonna, the
keep
points
us
are
out.
gonna be adjusted.
We're gonna chop at 40-40. So like,
Well,
or we can get.
we're agreeing to the chop the way it's set up.
No, that's what I'm saying is if we didn't do a chop, if he gets done, if he wants to.
But we're not going to talk
But
about
one of us
that.
could bash into each other, kill him. I'm fine with 37, 40,000.
Do the chop, take out 1,000 each and play for 3,000.
That'll give you 26.
That's minimum. That's minimum.
Well, plus the 3 to win. Go win.
Be like almost second place money.
It's third place money anyway.
No, third place is 22.
Yeah.
22.
22 straight.
You're getting better than third place. Close to the second.
Yeah, that's the one right on top.
So explain it to me again. Why, how about you taking off at weeklong?
1,000 off of our chip shot numbers. Whatever you're getting, 27 or 28.
Okay, we have Marty 37,403. We're gonna pull 1,000 out of that. So you're gonna be 36,403. Rob 29,229. We're gonna pull 1,000 for 28,229. And 37,036. Pull out 1,000 for 36,036. You guys will play for 3,000 trophy and player of the year points.
I'm okay with that.
You good? Marty, yes. Rob, yes.
Yeah.
Peter. Good. Okay. And guys, bear with. We'll go with. We'll finish this level at 26 minutes. Any additional, we'll do 20-minute levels. Good? Okay, dead button. Look at the microphone, it's in my pocket. 250 was the raise by Marty. Rob makes a call. Let's see a flop. Go ahead.
It's all going in right on the flop.
Flop is Queen of Clubs, Queen of Diamonds, 7 of Hearts.
What'd you say?
All that board is way higher.
What is?
That board's too high.
My voice?
The board.
Oh, the board. Hold. Sorry, I didn't tell. All right, where are we at here?
Queen of Clubs, Queen of Diamonds, 7 of Hearts. Marty's moved all in. Rob folds.
Good hand. I had you pre-flop.
Players did agree to a chip chop, but is going to leave 3,000 in there to play for. Marty's is guaranteed 36, just over 36,000. Rob is guaranteed just over 29,000, and Dieter is guaranteed just over 37,000. They're going to play for 3,000 remaining in there, plus the trophy as well.
What's that? You did. 37,403, 37,036. Wow. You were at 2.9. He was at 2.8. It was only 100,000.
You said 36, 37.
It's 36, 36 because we pulled 1,000 off. Yep.
Dieter's first act here. He folds over to Marty in the small blind. Marty's going to fold, and Rob's going to get a walk and win the pot. $50,000 is our big blind. Marty's going to be first act. Over to Rob in the small blind. He's going to make the call, and Dieter checks his option. Heads up. Let's see a flop. Flop is 5 of hearts, Queen of diamonds, deuce of clubs. Rob checks over to Dieter. Dieter's going to bet 150. Rob folds, and Dieter's going to take down the pot.
I'm on vacation. I went on vacation after paying that one. But I like it.
Pulled around to Dieter in the small blind. He's going to raise to 175,000 over to Marty in the big blind. Marty's going to re-raise.
How much was it?
425,000 is the re-raise amount by Marty. Actions back to Dieter. And Dieter's going to fold, and Marty's going to take down the pot.
Play for 3 hours right now. Stay with you guys.
Marty shows aces.
Play down ace 10.
Dieter's first act. He folds over to Marty in the small blind. He's going to raise to 100,000. And Rob's going to make the call. Heads up. Let's see a flop. Flop is king of hearts, king of clubs, 4 of hearts. Marty's first. Both players check the flop. Let's see the turn. Turn card is the 3 of clubs.
Keep pushing the board up a little bit.
Marty's first. He checks. Rob checks. Let's see the river card. River card is the 5 of diamonds.
Push up there. Push just the 5 up.
Marty's going to bet 100,000. Rob folds. And Marty's going to take down the pot. Once again, this is the HPT main event on the Royal Caribbean ship Symphony of the Seas through Card Player Cruises. It's an 8-day, 7-night cruise. We've had stops already in Roatan, Honduras, Costa Maya, Mexico, Cozumel, Mexico. Tomorrow is actually Nassau, Bahamas. If you didn't get a chance to join us on this cruise, our next one is in January of 2020. You can check out all that information at hptpoker.com. Marty's first actor is going to fold over to Rob. Rob makes the call. Option 2, Dieter in the big blind. Dieter checks his option. Going to be heads up. Let's see a flop. Flop is 8 of hearts, Jack of hearts, 9 of hearts. Rob is first. Rob's going to bet 100,000. Dieter folds, and Rob's going to take down the pot. Rob's going to be first actor on the button. $125,000 is the raise by Rob. Dieter folds over to Marty. Marty says snap call. It'll be heads up. Let's see a flop. Flop is queen of diamonds, jack of diamonds, ace of spades. Marty's first. He checks over to Rob. Rob says all in. Action's back to Marty. Marty's asked for a count. Rob is all in here. Marty's asked for a count. 700,000 even is what Rob's all in for. Action's currently on Marty in the 3 seat. Marty says fold, but shows 9-10 of clubs. And Rob shows king of diamonds, 5 of diamonds for a king high flush draw.
Not out.
Still good with the king high. And about 15 minutes left at this level. Dieter's going to be first actor on the button. Started with 230 players down to our final 3.
How do you get that channel?
YouTube? YouTube.com.
You go to YouTube.
And then just search Heartland Poker Tour.
Okay.
And then it'll pop up videos. Click on just the channel page that we have right there.
Okay.
200?
Rob's going to raise the 200,000. Action's back to Marty. Marty's going to fold. And Rob's going to take down the pot. Once again, our chips in play. The orange are 5K chips. Our reds are 25K. Our blinds are 25,000, 50,000 with a 50,000 big blind ante. Marty's going to be first actor on the button. Pull it around, and Dieter's going to get a walk and win the pot. Marty's in the big blind. He's going to check his option and going to be heads up. Let's see a flop. Flop is 8 of hearts, 9 of hearts, deuce of hearts. Dieter's going to be first. Going to bet 75,000 over to Marty.
Yeah, it's just too wet, man.
Marty's going to fold. A deuce of spades for a pair of deuces, and Dieter's going to take down the pot.
Almost came.
You showed the 6 of hearts?
7 of hearts, Dieter showed. I think I should point out this is the first time Greg's ever dealt with sandals on. Usually not allowed in the poker room.
Or shorts.
Or shorts. Or sunburn. Greg is our dealer. He's had a pretty good sunburn from this week. Dieter's going to be first to act here on the button. Fold it around, and Rob's going to get a walk. Marty's going to be first to act here on the button. 50,000 is our big blind. Marty's going to raise to 125,000. Rob folds over to Dieter in the big blind. He's going to make the call, 125. And a call, heads up, let's see a flop. Flop is king of hearts, 9 of hearts, ace of diamonds. Both players check the flop, let's see a turn. Turn card is the deuce of hearts.
You have downward sloping board. As you put out more cards, they slope down.
Dieter checks over to Marty. Marty checks as well, let's see a river. River card is the 9 of clubs. Dieter checks. Marty's going to bet 125,000, 125. Dieter folds, and Marty's going to take down the pot.
Juice was there with me with my word.
Starting to run good, guy.
Put him on in there.
230 players down to our final 3.
Show some excitement for TV.
25,000, 50,000 are the blinds. Rob's going to be first to act here on the button. Rob's going to raise to 125,000 over to Dieter. Dieter's going to make the call. 125 and a call over to Marty in the big blind. And Marty's going to make the call as well. 125 and a call. All 3 players in the hand. Let's see a flop.
Have a sitting.
What I had to do to get here.
So don't get mad if I get something stupid.
Flop is 8 of hearts, 8 of clubs, deuce of diamonds. Dieter checks, Marty checks. Over to Rob. Rob's going to bet 225,000. Dieter folds over to Marty. Marty's going to make the call, 225. And the call, heads up now. Let's see the turn. Turn card is the 3 of hearts. Marty's going to be first. Marty's going to bet 300,000. Over to Rob. Rob's going to fold, and Marty's going to take down the pot. Marty shows the 8 of spades, flop trip 8s. Just under 8 minutes left. At this level, 25,000, 50,000. With a 50,000 big blind Annie. Dieter's going to be first act. I know Dieter's not on his phone when he has cards.
Nope.
Dieter's going to fold. Over to Marty in the small blind. Marty's going to raise to 100,000. Over to Rob. Rob's going to move all in. Back to Marty. Marty's going to fold. And Rob's going to take down the pot.
Let's set that move up.
Good work.
That's 7 deuce set though.
It's 9 of hearts.
Marty's going to be first actor on the button. 50,000 is our big blind. Marty's going to raise to 125,000. 125 is the raise by Marty. Rob's going to re-raise out of the small blind to 325,000, 325. Dieter folds actions back to Marty.
I'm gonna play big pots, huh?
That's what you wanted. You're the one.
Thanks, Chris. I'm glad for that.
I'm ready for pocket.
I like that you raised.
And Marty's going to make the call. 325,000 and a call. Going to be heads up. Let's see a flop. Flop is 5 of hearts, 10 of hearts, king of hearts. Rob's first.
Did you do or say anything? Okay, action's still here first, Marty. Let him complete his action, please.
I thought he was shoving. I was
Oh, I'm just moving my chips so I can get
you were getting ready to put him in. I saw.
I check.
Rob checks over to Marty. Marty says all in. Rob's now going to call.
All right,
Good
still
hand.
the action here.
All right, Rob here has moved all in with a flop of king of hearts, 10 of hearts, 5 of hearts. Rob has moved all in with his, or Rob checked. Marty moved all in with king of diamonds, 9 of clubs. For top pair kings, Rob did make the call with pocket queens. Marty's currently in the lead here. Rob's tournament life is at risk. Let's see the turn card. Turn card is the 4 of diamonds. Marty's still in the lead with his pair of kings. Rob's going to need to see a queen or a heart on the river. He's going to leave us in third place. Let's see the river card. River card is the deuce of diamonds. That's going to do it. Let's give Rob a round of applause. Third place for Rob. Rob's going to leave us with $29,000 or $28,229.
Good. All right, Rob, let's go this way. To the table over there. Let's figure it out. Nice job. All right, can you walk up to the crowd, guys? Third place. They know it.
You know what? I would chop what's left just to give me the win. How about us do it?
No. I want the win.
All right, do we have a dead button?
Me too.
So, actually, who was the big blind last year?
I will.
So you're going to be the small on the button, the big blind here. And you'll have to do heads up. It's going to be 25, 50. First card there, button lock, first free flop.
All right, down to our final two. 6.9. Go ahead.
First card to the big blind.
And small blind's going to act first on the button. And Dieter's going to be first act here on the button. Started with 230 players, down to our final two. Dieter's going to be first act on the button. 50,000 is our big blind. Dieter's going to make the call option to Marty. Marty checks his option. Going to be heads up. Let's see a flop. Flop is 4 of spades. Queen of spades. Queen of clubs. Marty's first. He checks over to Dieter. Dieter checks as well. Let's see the turn. Turn card is the jack of diamonds. Marty's first. Marty's going to bet 100,000. Dieter folds. And Marty's going to take down the pot.
You can always keep them.
Marty's going to be first act here on the button. Marty's first act here on the button. 50,000 is the big blind. Marty folds. Dieter's going to get a heads up walk and win the pot. Dieter's going to be first act here on the button. He makes the call. Marty checks. Let's see a flop. Flop is 9 of clubs, 7 of hearts, 5 of spades. Marty's going to be first. Marty checks over to Dieter. Dieter's going to bet 150,000. 150 over to Marty. Marty's going to make the call. 150 and a call.
Go ahead, pull in the bets. Pull in the bets. Thank you.
Let's see the turn. Turn card is the 8 of hearts. Marty's going to be first. Marty checks over to Dieter. Dieter's going to bet.
Go ahead and break that down, please. Anything other than all in, go ahead and break.
400,000 is the bet by Dieter. 400,000 actions on Marty.
We're rocking.
Marty's going to fold, and Dieter's going to take down the pot. Started with 230 players down to our final 2. Our chips in play today, the orange are 5K, the reds are 25K. About 2.1 to 4.8. Marty has about 4.8 million. Dieter has about 2.1 million. Marty's first actor on the button. He's going to raise to 200,000 over to Dieter. Dieter's going to re-raise. 200,000 was the raise by Marty. Dieter's going to re-raise to 500,000. Actions back to Marty. And Marty's going to make the call. 500,000. And a call. All right, let's see a flop. Flop is 7 of hearts, 4 of diamonds, jack of hearts. Dieter's first act. Dieter's going to bet. Looks like 500,000. 500,000 over to Marty.
Guess what, Dieter? I know what you don't have.
Marty says
I don't know what don't I have.
he knows what
you don't
Dieter doesn't have.
You have it? You can end it right now then if you have it.
Marty says all in over to Dieter. Dieter makes the call. Let's see the hands.
All right, hold on. Go ahead and put the ace in.
All right, Dieter was first actor on the flop. He made a bet of 500,000 with king of spades, king of clubs. Marty has ace of hearts, 8 of diamonds, and made win all in. Dieter called, so all in and a call here. Dieter is currently in the lead with his pocket kings, but his tournament life is at risk. Let's see the turn. Turn card is the ace of spades. Marty does pair his ace and is now in the lead. Dieter's going to need to see a king on the river, or he's going to leave us in second place. Let's see the river card. River card is the 10 of spades. That's going to do it. Marty's going to win. Let's give them both a round of applause. Nice job, guys. First place for Marty Gornick, and 40,403 is our first place. Gorentz. Marty Gorentz. Nice job, Marty.
Okay, I forgive you.
Nice job, Peter. Nice job, Marty. Peter, nice job, nice job. All right, let's push all the chips into the middle. We're going to get some winner's photo at the end.
Not a better time.
Yeah. All right, nice job, Steve. Now we get you paid out. All right, let's do this.
Love the idea.
Marty, congratulations.
Keep these two. You can take everything else.
I'm sorry you didn't win as fast or no, everything was good. As fast as you mean, you dog. Hey, I don't get a bracelet.
You get this nice trophy.
Man.
We don't have a
Of course, I'm
catalog.
only kidding.
We don't have a catalog to pick from. Dieter's got one. You can go steal
Hey,
it.
do I get,
Yeah.
do I get
Dieter.
something out of this? Something else?
Like what?
Like,
You get player of the year points. You get like 30.
but I don't get to go to the other tournament?
You get
somewhere?
$40,000 too.
How do you get to go to that? Don't you won your way there?
There's places that we withhold prize pool money. If you want to put $3,500 in my pocket, I'll buy you in at the end of the year to the championship.
I might go to it. Depends on where it is.
You are going to be in second or third in player of the year points right now because the new season just started.
Oh, that's cool.
You get a lot of points there in the trophy. But no, we don't withhold anything from the prize pool here. Ooh, look at all those chips.
You see that?
Walk in right to
Good
miss the
picture.
last hand.
You see that again? I mean, you guys have a fucking thing going in. I have an ace, 8 with redraw to my club. That's it. Whatever you're going to run. So we can get in right now if you want to know.
Love it. Look at that.
Looks like our Sid goes back on tomorrow night.
Yeah.
And your lucky
All
chair.
right, I'll have you hop
We're gonna
out of
use
the
this for
box
the
so
winner's
you
photo.
guys can
All
see
right.
it.
So we're back on. Marty's buying the champagne tomorrow. I know he's buying a bottle of champagne.
I'll buy it.
You're gonna get champagne on you.
I'll buy it. No.
Marty, you want to do anything with Lindsay?
Mary, I got this.
Like in a picture? Sure, yeah, we can do a picture. Sit down there, Marty. Let's grab a
All
couple
right.
pictures here.
With the glasses or not?
It's up to you.
Oh, you tell me. I don't know.
Let's try it with the. Let's try it with the glasses, and if I get like a nasty reflection, then we'll take them off.
Where's my ace king? I mean ace king.
Your hands are good.
Oh, ace 8? Yeah, that's right.
Let's wait. We'll get those in a minute. All right. Try to get that in there. Try the flat.
One or two. He's already put it. That's my standard.
We need Jeremy to hold a light up over you.
Over him?
Like on his face, you know?
Hold on.
Alright, let's try that. That's good.
I can move.
No, you're good.
We good with that?
We're dialed in on settings. Let's take a couple here. I was kidding. There you go. There you go. 3, 2, card.
This is the one I want right here.
We got to see them both,
Hold them up
sir.
good.
Hold them up for me like that. There you
There
go.
you go. Do you want to clear the background a little bit or
Dead
not?
man's hand, dead man's hand.
Cool.
Enough room for you to stand.
Those are good. Anything special you want to do?
Marty, let me get one
good?
with you, buddy. Okay. I can't believe it. Get one with me and Matt.
All right,
And
here we
you
go.
send it to me. Alright, he's a good guy.
Perfect. I think we're gonna
Marty,
get
how about
Linda
one
and
with a
Jamie
beautiful
right there.
girl on your knee? How about one with a beautiful girl on your knee?
No, you wouldn't like that too much.
I would love that.
All right, Marty, we're going to do a quick interview. We're waiting on Linda and Jan. They're going to present the
Oh,
to you.
sit down there real quick and put your glasses back on for me. Oh yeah. I'm gonna get a video for our video.
No,
Oh,
Marty,
yeah, yeah.
give me a picture on my.
We'll do that too.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, sorry. Ready?
During the video, once you start it, let's have them grab the cards then.
Right here. Okay, there's mine. Hang on, I'm gonna get a picture with yours. Put video with
So I'm
mine.
going to do two question interviews with them.
Hold it. Try to get this one when I put my cards in the air. Get them in the air. Ready?
Oh, in the air on your phone. That's
In the air.
it's
Ready?
a tall task, but I'll try it. Go.
Ready?
Now hang on. Put the cards up there one more time for a quick video.
Are you ready, Kev?
No. Hang on.
Oh yeah, we got
cards up in the air.
All right.
Got them flipping.
Ready? Smile. Big. $40,000 smile.
Thanks,
For me.
guys. It was awesome. Had a great time. You guys did an awesome job. Dealers were great. Staff was
Save
great.
that for the interview.
Yeah, grab those cards for me.
Just grab one card in each hand.
Dead
Hold-
man's
hold
hand.
them up.
There you go.
Dead
Big
man's hand.
smile.
I was dead until the turn came. Since the turn came, I was no longer dead.
Yeah, let's do that because we're still rolling.
We got it.
I want to kind of tie that in.
Yeah.
All right, ready, Marty?
Yeah.
We're still filming, so let's do this real quick.
Yep.
Don't leave yet.
All right, Marty, hop in here.
Let me just do a real quick one with your. Whoa.
Yeah, I'll set it back up so you can take a picture.
This is fine. This is fine. You know what? Let me do flash on there. It'll delay for just a moment. Oh, it'll also get my finger in the picture. Let's do it again. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ready?
Okay.
Ready whenever you are. Look at that camera.
We good? We're looking right here.
Okay.
All right, guys, I'm here with our new HPT champion. We're on the card player cruises, Marty Gordix. Now, Marty, tell me about this win here at the final table.
It was a great time. I came from behind many times, which is important in order to survive and get there. So didn't get it in good a lot today to gather my chips. Luck has a lot to do with it, and today was lucky for me.
Yeah, you played great throughout the day. Was there one point throughout the day where you said, I'm going to win this tournament?
I think it was here at the final table when I had the chip lead as we sat down six-handed. I figured I had a pretty good shot to play with these guys. They're very aggressive. They're good players. We did have a bracelet winner at the table along with Kenna James and a few other guys. Or at least a couple were regular HPT players. So it was a really good tournament, good field. The final table was really strong, and it went well. So I'm really pleased.
Definitely. You played great throughout the day, walking away with just over $40,000 plus the trophy. Any plans for the money?
Just going to play and continue on. I have the World Series coming up this summer, so that's going to help me there.
Nice. That money should do well. Let's bring in Linda and Jan here, guys. Hand the trophy off to Marty. We appreciate it. Linda Johnson and Jan Fisher here.
On behalf of Card Player Cruises and the Heartland Poker Tour, we are honored to present you with this beautiful trophy, and congratulations.
Thank you so much, Linda. I appreciate it. Really do.
Love having you with. Well done.
You
Nice.
do a great job.
Thank you.
Nice. We appreciate you guys watching. You can check out all of our upcoming events at hptpoker.com. Nice job, Marty.